welcome Christine to Gift. And would you like to introduce yourself?
Yes, please. My name's Christine Miriko. I am currently from Kenya, in a part called Nairobi, and in the suburbs called Meru. I will be sharing a presentation with you. It's a PowerPoint, which hopefully you can grab something, and a little bit of some explanation as to what it is that I engaged in Gift for. I want to thank you for the opportunity to be able to invite me and the rest of the team that I work with alongside, so that we can have this session and presentation. Right.
And we're happy to have you here. You can start.
Brilliant. So, like I commenced, I'm working as the business development and strategy manager. Our company is called Emmeli Global Farm Fresh, and this is a farm which we grow avocados. Any of you probably has heard about avocados before, and maybe even eaten some. So I don't work on my own. We work with a team in these farms, and we have the team there, the CEO, the finance. This is the team behind the growing of the avocados currently. The vision for Emmeli Global Farm Fresh is to be among the global exporters of the fresh avocados from Africa to the world, while extracting the avocado oil as value addition and biomass as a source of energy. So the mission that we have is to be among the global exporters of fresh produce, fruits, and vegetables, while adhering to high quality standards and applying sustainability by offering timely supply, and above all, maintaining the food safety, which is very, very important. While we are doing the farming for the avocados, we very much keep in mind the sustainable development goals, which my earlier presentation spoke about, and which we are now very familiar with as we carry on. So I will be referring to several SDGs because they feature a lot in everything that we do in the growing of the avocados and exporting them. For us to be able to operate at the local level and the international level, we have to be certified and allowed to do this legally. So the global certifications that we have include the Global Gap, which ensures that you are well audited, your fruits from the seedlings all the way to the fruits have been checked. We have the GRASP, KEFIS, and all these organizations, including the legal country ministries, and the She Trades as well, which is an organization for women, and the Fresh Produce Kenya. Moving on, in Emmeli Global, we've got some core values that definitely we work with, because this is mostly women company founders. So we've got honesty, integrity. We respect all businesses and the people that we are doing the business with. We make sure that that is really, really highly rated. And also dignity and well-being of all the people that we work with and for us. And we also support environmental sustainability and biodiversity conservation. We empower and impact the communities that are affected by all our businesses throughout the process of the growing of the avocados to the harvesting, the export, and everyone involved. So through the field trip days, we find a lot of farmers have kind of wasted avocados and we guide them along. So we also ethically produce safe and quality products consistently. When I say products, I mean the value addition that the avocado provides, which I will be speaking about later. Our ethos in Emmeli Global, okay, we purposefully make sustainability a priority at all levels of this organization by holding strong ethical standards, hence creating meaningful change for our communities locally and all the way internationally. We embrace environmental protection and climate change adaptation as we farm. We also have empowerment of our outgrowers, who are the smallholder farmers and producers. Also, we aim to become a market leader in fresh produce export. I'm sure we would be able to export to some of the countries you are in, our sweet avocados, and you could try them. Again, we are an avid supporter for the Sustainable Development Goals, like I did mention earlier. So we also are determined to invest in research for value addition in the fresh produce industry, because we know that being sustainable is key in our ongoing farming practices. We also integrate innovation and technology in the fresh produce farming and production so that, again, we are not duplicating and we are ensuring that the process of the whole value chain is innovative. We welcome collaborations and partnerships. And one of the reasons we are here with GIFT today, which help us reimagine, rebuild social and economic transformation to all our stakeholders. We also have optimization of the value chain for all the sustainable impacts. We also ensure that while we are doing this, farming and the whole entire chain, we remain a responsible business practice internally in the company and externally across the entire value chain. You can have a look at our responsible business wheel there throughout the marketplace, the workplace, the community, and the environment. Also, we are shifting towards a circular business model, which is the closed loop circular process that minimizes wastage. Once we plant these avocados, we are able to export those that meet the export compliance criteria. Those that do not meet, we want to buy them off the farmers again so that we do not disenfranchise them, and extract the oil from them using the machines so that we can make sure that the value addition in these oils that we make, you will be seeing some products that are value added. And then the husks of the avocado, like most of you might know, the husks of the avocado, we ensure that it's taken out and it is processed, crushed with the machines and we are able to use that to make the manure, which we give to the farmers again for them to be able to plant the seedlings, and the circular model continues. We also very much encourage sustainability in our growing of the avocados, because we do not use any pesticides or chemicals that are harmful to the environment. So we use integrated pest management, composting of the biochemicals in a bid to attain a zero maximum residue level, which again is part of the global gap requirements. So our farmers are all trained to have the adequate buffer zones and insectaries in the animals, all these corridors. We work alongside the Kenya Wildlife so that the farmers are encouraged to work alongside so that they conserve the animals and other natural resources that are within reach and they are not destroyed. Once we have these avocados, we make sure that the harvest is brought to the pack houses where they are processed using trucks. This helps to minimize the post-harvest losses. So transporting of the avocados from the farms to prevent the post-harvest losses and minimize the damages on them, which minimizes the food wastage by mechanical damages, so that we ensure compliance with the phytosanitary regulations. Now, you can see a picture of our seedlings there. That's me and Monica and a farm manager, part of our team. Traceability. You want to know where your food is from. That's why we say it is from farm to the fork. You can see you got your nice avocado burger there. So we encourage the seed incubation and the self-grafting from the certified seedlings to your plate of food all throughout. So in the Packhouse, that's our CEO. This is where now, once the fruits are brought to the Packhouse factory setting, that is us there, that is our CEO there, and you can see me at the bottom here in the factory. These avocados are washed, they are graded, they are palletized, made ready for the export market. And we ensure that the phytosanitary compliance to the international global standards are met. We do not work by ourselves. We've got partnerships with smallholder growing societies. So these are some of the societies that we work alongside with as outgrowers. Most of them, they're growing avocados, but we partner with them. We are part of the She Trades movement. Again, a very, very rich women empowering movement. So this is us last week in Madrid, Spain, at the Fruit Attractor. Our objectives are to establish leading position in the fresh produce and value-added products. When I say value-added, is whatever else avocado can make. There's so many things, avocado oil, which is very good. I would encourage each one of you to try and use the avocado oil, because for no cholesterol, it's healthy for you. You can also use the value addition mayonnaise, the avocado spread. Another objective we want is to develop consistently and maintain the high quality standards which meet all the customer specifications. We also want to make sure we establish market intelligence, which helps us identify what the customer needs from us. If you need your avocados in a certain dry matter content, that is how we supply to you. And this is by the use of the intelligence that we gather. Also, we consolidate and secure reliable procurement based with improvement of production and the yield. We make sure we minimize operational and logistical costs whilst we maintain the product quality as well. We develop in our working sound human resource policies, which help us work all throughout. We also have a diversification of our product range with all these value-added products. So while we are doing this, this is me here at the Farmers Day outreach trainings. We ensure we train these farmers throughout so that they are able to grow these avocados in a required global standard specification way. So that's them at the stall. These are some of the products that I talked about, value addition, what you can get from the humble avocado. The avocado oil, once it's pressed, you can get your avocado spread. It's a bit like the margarine that you use, but this is the natural one, free from cholesterol. And then you can have your avocado crisps, which are there. You can have your avocado shake. So this is a bit of a timeline of what Emmeli Global Farm has done from when we started and where we are today, phase 1, and moving on to the legals that we did and the markets. So while we are doing all of this farming, we have a sense of asking to our organization. We help in the corporate social responsibility, giving back to society, reinvesting the profits that we get to the society, to the local people. So we are having trolleys, hot snack trolleys that we want to give the young people to be able to have little businesses so that they can be able to earn a living. So that's still our team. So on top of that, we also support children's orphanage, again with what we get. These are some of the orphans that we support. We collect the books, we donate them to the children's orphanage. So this is us giving back to the community again with the books. And we've also built a library for the children orphanage from what we do at Emmeli Global. Our farmers are very good. Our suppliers, they give us very good reviews. These are some of the reviews that they give us as we work alongside them. So these are just some pictures for your eyes to enjoy. That's me in the farm with the avocados. And there, again, at the food attraction, this is in one of the events. We go countrywide to events to promote good farming practices. This one here with the crates, this is how we harvest the avocados and pack them in the trucks, ready for transportation. So what is it that we are here today asking? So this is the opportunity for gift and friends of gift, and for somebody who may know somebody who can help us in what we're doing. We would like partners who are investors in order to accomplish the vision and the mission of the Emmeli Global Farmers. We also would like investors who are like-minded, who believe in ethical and sustainable food production, to be able to come and help us to build these factories for extracting the oil and for the value addition products. We would also like research organizations which we can work alongside, because we realize research is ongoing. We are opening our farms, our company, to the grants, which can expand the mission and it can also help to scale up. We would also like a market visibility and any referrals that you may have for our project and also for our products. And I thank you very much for listening to me. I would kindly welcome some questions or some feedback that you may have. Thank you.
Thank you, Christine. I do have a few questions for you. When you envision this model expanding, how do you anticipate expanding and including more people in a wider circle outside of your current markets? And do you have outside funding?
Thank you very much. Very, very good question. Our model can be replicated in several counties. For example, if we have the funding and build one pack house in one town, the areas that the avocados grow, that will serve the people in that area. Therefore, the people within the local community will bring the avocados there. They'll get job creation. We create the jobs all the way from the packers, the graders, the palletizers, the drivers, to bring the avocados there and get ready them for export. That model is not just for that county. We would have another pack house in another avocado growing area because we work nationally. We do not have those pack houses, and if we would get funding and build the pack house, that would be very important. Once we get the pack house in that area, it is adjacent with the oil extraction machines, which we are able to extract the avocado oil and make all these other products. Remember, the avocados brought to the pack house are for export. Therefore, once we export, we get the money back and reinvest and now multiply the pack houses across the country. The second question you asked was about funding. No, we do not have funding, and that is one of the opportunities that we are throwing into the world, because we know people believe in ethical production, clean eating, and also when we do this, we are not just doing it for the women we work alongside with. Families behind, the communities, all get the help going forward. I hope I answered your question.
Christine, can I ask you to stop sharing your screen?
Yes, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Good call, Celeste.
Okay, Christine, I've got a more practical. Can you stop sharing?
What is sharing?
It's a green button somewhere or a red button.
There we
There we
go.
Christine,
That's okay? Yes.
We've got a
Yes.
couple of minutes left. I just wanted to make an observation or to ask a question. How long does it take for an avocado tree to bear fruit? And as far as I understand, it is quite a long time. So then how does the cycle go in terms of your replenishing your fruit in order to match your market size and your market demand?
A very brilliant question there. You will be surprised to know Kenya is number 5 in the avocado producing countries. We're very lucky to have a very long season because we are in the tropical country. The equator passes in the middle of Kenya. So our avocado season begins from February to November.
Wow.
An avocado tree, the new varieties take 3 years to grow. Therefore, you plant the seed. It takes 3 years until you start getting the first fruit. However, for sustainability, we don't sit and wait for that to happen. We grow these avocados in staggered stages. There are some avocados in the nursery in year 1, there are some in year 2, some in year 3, some in year 4, so that throughout the season of the year, we have avocados growing, harvesting, growing, harvesting, growing, harvesting, all throughout the year. And therefore, we have many avocados. This doesn't just happen in one area, it happens across the country. So that is how the avocado tree grows. And the avocado tree that the world is just grappling for now is called the husks variety, which is a very brilliant fruit.
Thank you for that lovely answer and your very fine presentation. Jim, can I hand over to you to say goodbye so we could welcome our next speakers?
I'm glad I got to hear that, Christine. I actually learned a great deal. I was unaware of the life cycle of the avocado in Kenya, but it makes sense. So very nicely done. And thank you. I was happy to be here, and I look forward to co-hosting again. Good luck.
Thank you very much for having me.